What's going on, my pretty pandas? Happy holidays from me, Koya, and my fam, and Feather, everybody here. Yes, it is finally that time of year where you can obnoxiously play your Christmas music way too loud, and I'm missing one of my lights. Where the hell did it go? But yeah, these finally came in the mail. My Koya ears. Oh my god, I cannot wait to wear these at a concert. I'm gonna be so, like, that obnoxious BTS fan. That's gonna be me. Just a heads up, I will not be posting a video tomorrow. I thought I was going to, but then I was like, I want to take a day off tomorrow. So tomorrow will be just me hanging around my house, pretty much doing nothing, watching horror movies, because no matter what time it is, no matter what time of the year, I'm always going to be watching horror movies. Also, I do have to mention, now that I think about it, this was the exact same time of year that I did not have a working computer. And now look at where we are. Like, it's so amazing how fast time goes, but it's also so incredible how, I don't know, how things just happen. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just interesting. Like, I didn't have a working computer. I had to like go back and forth using my iPhone with using like my mom's computer to upload stuff, and it was just like, that was the time of year last year, this time, that my MacBook completely broke down and everything. And yeah, I just can't believe that things progressed as much as they did over the course of this year. It's because of you guys, it's because of hard work, it's because of not giving up. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around on this channel and through all of my blunders, through all of the mishaps, through all of the like technological things that have happened. I appreciate it. With me being sappy, let's get into some good old gaming news because we got a lot. So in this first article, it was sent to me by Peter Turner. Thank you so much for sending this to me. This was like a couple of weeks ago that it was sent to me, and I wanted to be able to compile everything in one big tea talk. So Razer teases the first Xbox One mouse and keyboard from their brand. Now I believe that there are other ones that have come out with this, but I remember saying, I think it was in a live stream, I'm not too sure. It was in a live stream, it was in a Q&A that I did where I was like, I hope that they come out with something to make it a little more easier to navigate, because it's just like with this controller of typing stuff in for keywords and stuff, like it takes forever. So I'm glad that they're coming out with this. It's really cool. Razer is a little more of a pricier brand of technology, so if you guys have the cash to blow on that kind of stuff, then I would highly recommend it. They are very good. I think even PewDiePie came out with a collaboration for their headphones. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it states here in the article that Xbox One's first official wireless mouse and keyboard are in the works, and Razer is clearly teasing what the two products will look like. Instead of having a tea or coffee today, I managed to get my hands on a peach passion fruit refresher from Starbucks. Can you say average white girl? She's lit. Oh my god, that is actually so good. Oh my god, I found my new best friend. The full reveal image was actually released last month, but seems to have mostly flown under the radar. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that it has flown under the radar, to be honest, with how many techie nerds are out there, how many people are like finding the scoop. Now, it also states in the article that we've known for half a year now that Razer has partnered with Microsoft on mouse and keyboard support for Xbox One, and it could have major implications for future titles. Xbox One players have been asking for mouse and keyboard support for a very long time. Thank you for noticing. The console was released in November of 2013, and the feature only arrived last month. But Microsoft had long resisted because of fans' fear the precise mouse movement might give players an unfair advantage, which is... it's a true point. I'm not gonna lie. I do have to say that Overwatch is a lot better with mouse and keyboard than it is with a controller, because I played both ways, and I feel like the mouse and keyboard definitely gives you an advantage when it comes to that game in particular. So I get what they're saying by giving kind of like the one-up in certain circumstances, especially with Fortnite, and especially with Unknown Player Battlegrounds, I think the game is called, and COD hands down way better with a mouse and keyboard. So I see what they're saying when it gives certain players more of an advantage if they're going into something where it's competitive against someone who's using a console versus a mouse and keyboard. It says we'll have to wait until January to find out how much the keyboard will cost, but we can see that the few details is in the first official render, including an Xbox button on the bottom right of the keyboard, as well as it appears to be a slide-out mouse pad that is probably meant to stay balanced on your lap while playing, which is a very good feature. I like that they're doing that. Keep going. Whenever this comes out, I will definitely try to get my hands on it. No promises, but I will try because I really want to test this out. And also, January is the time that Resident Evil 2 is coming out. Can you feel my geeking out in this? This next story is kind of a fluff piece. Who am I kidding? It's a fluff piece. Fresh Prince star sues video game over his dance. So, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star, Alfonso Ribeiro, I'm so sorry if I'm messing that up, is suing the creators of Fortnite and NBA 2K for using his famous dance on the popular video games. Okay. Bureau alleges that Fortnite maker Epic Games and 2K's sports creator Take-Two Interactive used his dance dubbed the Carlton Dance without permission or credit. I mean, I like this guy, and he has, you know, I have a lot of fond memories from watching him from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but does he have better things to do than get all uppity up in a lawsuit? I mean, I can understand if we're like my music being used or something in, I don't know, a commercial or something like that without my permission, but then again, I would be grateful that it would be used in a commercial, because any publicity is good publicity. I don't know what to say about this that even makes this logical. Like, I don't know why why does he have the time to sue Fortnite and 2K game? I don't understand this. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, which at this point you could also sue Jimmy Kimmel for using the Carlton Dance, because he's used it on his show. There are so many people that use the Carlton Dance. Like, I know I've done it on, like, I think one of my vlogs that I had back when I was, like, 17 years old on a friend's YouTube channel that I was in. Are you gonna sue me too? Like, I don't understand why having it in a video game is any different from doing that and posting it in a vlog or a YouTube video or anything like that. Now, this is a very niche community about the, from the article that I'm going to be talking about next, where I absolutely, listen, you guys, listen, Cyberpunk. You guys have heard of the game Cyberpunk. I've never got to play it. I really want to, but they're saying in an article here that Cyberpunk 2077 devs discussed their first public gameplay demo. But everything about that game, the storyline, is just absolutely epic. I'll leave a link down below of this article, and if I can find a story behind it, because someone had told me the story, and I was like, oh, that's really cool, but if I try to say it right now, I won't do it justice at all. It says, CDPR level design mild tossed. It's basically committing to what we're showing, be it gameplay, mechanics, the art, the storytelling, the quests, given the impressive visuals and the systems on display. In the demo, there is no small pledge. So we're putting it out there, explains quest designer Patrick Mills, reminding us that this game is still deep in development and elements are subject to change. Play the demo. Who sees this video and is like, yes, honey, I want to play this, like, now. Now, it's important to state here that this game, Cyberpunk 2077, will be able to run on current gen console hardware. For those of you who are confused or might be wondering, oh, will this run on current systems and everything? It will. So don't feel like you have to change your hardware altogether just in order to play this high quality game. As long as you have like a good graphics card and good things that you can even run Overwatch with, then you'll be just fine. This just in, we have received an alert that PS5 release update, shock news. What the hell was that? While Sony remains the console market leader with their PS4 and PS4 Pro, the fans are hoping to hear more about what's coming next. A general consensus has been built that a big PlayStation announcement will be made within the next year concerning the PS5 release date. There has also been a slew of unverified rumors that the PS4 5 could be announced in 2019 and then released in early 2020. And this isn't the first time that we've heard people say, oh, we're gonna release it. No, just kidding, we're gonna release it later. Like, they've been teasing us for so long about this. Seriously, Sony, get your bleep together. Know that they're releasing a PlayStation 5 that's going to be around $500. I mean, we know that. We know all the specifics. We know all the deets. We know all the tea. So I don't understand why they're going to be postponing it even further to, what, gain more publicity, gain more hype. That's what they did with a lot of their games, and they weren't really as hype-worthy, if you think about it. That once the game was coming to fruition and once it was sold to everybody, that everybody was kind of like, oh, really? This is it? These companies hype up games to a certain degree of where, oh, we're gonna hype it up, we're gonna tell the story, we're gonna do all this, that by the time the game is even released, we're not impressed by it and we already know what's gonna happen. And it's our last part of the day, which is a Korean word of the day. Actually, it's going to be a Korean phrase of the day, considering the fact that this phrase is something that if any of you guys travel to South Korea, you will need this. Trust me. Especially a lot of my American viewers who are just getting into learning Hangul and Korean and all that kind of stuff. You guys are going to need to know this phrase. It is how to say, I can't speak Korean well. So if I can, I will put the Hangul somewhere here. It's gonna pop up, as well as the romanization and the translation, even though I told you guys before that the romanization doesn't really work out half the time, unless you have someone who is Korean translating for you. No, don't look at the romanization. Now, even my pronunciation is off a little bit of the time on this, because even though I've been learning this language for a year, you have to excuse me on some of my pronunciation, because the way some of the words are like strung together, it's like, oh, you pronounce it like that. Say it once slowly so you guys can break it apart. 한국 말 잘 못해요. 한국 말 잘 못해요. So if that ever happens to you and you're just in a like, kind of like a predicament where you're like, oh no, crap, what do I do? What do I say? Just say no, which, as we've already learned, is 안녕, which is a formal way to say no, because ani is the informal way to say no. Just go, 안녕, 한국 말 잘 못해요. And they'll usually 9 times out of 10, because I've spoken with Chinese people before, Japanese, just different people from different tongues and everything like that. 9 times out of 10, if they know that you don't know the language, they will point you in the direction of someone that, oh, they might know a little bit more English than they do, or they might point you to like a tour guide or something. The place that I'm going to be traveling is going to be the Seoul, but that is the place where the most English is spoken there, so I feel like it'll be just fine. And I think I might go to Hyundai as well, but we'll see what happens. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below, because I make videos every weekday. Stay casually nerdy, you guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve, which was a couple of days ago. And I will talk to you guys in Wednesday's video. Peace. Yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. I don't know the words, cause I'm, very Jewish.
Have yourself a merry Christmas. Let your heart be right from the